From the author of Spinsterella, The Strange and Unusual Romance and Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black comes the legendary Magic Tilda. Pick up the conclusions of the Spinsterella trilogy in paperback and e-readers this Halloween. When I look at the aftermath of the 2016 presidential election and the fact that most Americans still haven't gotten over it on the liberal side, I think that many of these liberals are butthurt because a white female lost this election, and they wouldn't be this bent out of shape if a white male had lost the election. Now, when Al Gore lost the election in 2000, he conceded his defeat and most people moved on. However, when it comes down to this Hillary Clinton, the butthurt still remains, even almost a year later. And again, I believe the reason why there is still so much butthurt over this Hillary Clinton loss is because we have so many simps on the liberal side who just can't get over it, and many of these simps and white knights want to go out of their way to defend the honor of this white woman, in the same way many of those Klansmen and many of those urban terrorists wanted to destroy black people whenever a white woman alleged or made a statement saying that a black man did something to her or assaulted her or looked at her the wrong way. And this mob of people want to go out here to defend the honor of this Hillary Clinton in the same way that those Klansmen, those white knights, and those simps do whenever a woman they believe is wronged. And that's why we still have this butthurt to this day, and why we see many companies like your Google going out of their way to demonetize people's videos because they believe that those YouTube videos were one of the reasons why Hillary lost the election, and why many other companies have going out of their way to try to censor people online because they believe the post that they made led to Hillary Clinton losing the election. And moreover, we see people out here acting out in ways because they are angry that Hillary Clinton lost the election. They cannot find a way to defend her honor. When I look at the behavior of people out here regarding this 2016 election, the reason why no one has really gotten over it is because many of these beta white males still are looking for a way to cape and white knight for Hillary Clinton. They're looking to defend Hillary Clinton's honor, and they want to find somebody to make pay for her losing this election. They believe if they defend Hillary Clinton's honor and they protect her, they will get some sort of brownie points out of it. And again, it shows me how dysfunctional many of these beta white males are regarding these white females and how they put them on pedestals and worship them, and they look for ways to uplift them even when they are people who have shown they are not worthy of being uplifted or praised. When you look at these beta males, they're looking for a way to defend Hillary Clinton and defend her honor in the face of the loss, and they're hoping to get brownie points at the end of the day. Unfortunately, there is no way for them to get brownie points, and this is something that the beta males have a hard time reconciling. In an election, there is a winner and there is a loser, and this is something many on the liberal side just can't reconcile because when it comes down to the American white female, she is always supposed to be elevated, and there is no way to elevate this female or to exact some sort of revenge. So this is why so many people are so frustrated, and this is one of the core reasons why the country is still divided after this election. People are still looking for a way to elevate this white woman or to try to get some sort of justice for her. In the same way, these beta white males would go out of their way to go burn down a town like Rosewood or lynch a black man, but there's nobody they can go after because when it comes down to Donald Trump, a white male, to go after him would be no way for them to get their revenge. So they have no way to get the revenge. So they're still angry and frustrated, and they're looking for a scapegoat to beat up on or something to attack. And this is why they're so frustrated. This is why they're out here marching and protesting, talking about not my president, not the president we wanted, and still talking about things like Russia investigations because they want to avenge this white woman. They want to defend her honor. And what we have out here regarding this Hillary Clinton election is a whole host of white knights looking for a way to try to win the honor of the fair maiden. Unfortunately, they don't understand that life is not fair, and when it comes down to election again, there is a winner and there is a loser. And what the white knights on the liberal side don't understand is that 60% of white women chose to go with Donald Trump, and they went with him because they were out to protect their resources, not to elect a woman president. For them, electing a woman president would be a threat to their resources when they see movements like men's rights and MGTOW gaining momentum, so they wanted to protect their resources. And unfortunately, the people on the liberal side don't see the big picture regarding politics, and they're still stuck here like a bunch of white knights out here to defend the honor of a white woman who clearly was dishonorable and just didn't run a strong enough campaign to prove that she was capable of being qualified for the job of president of the United States. But that hasn't stopped them from continuing on in their campaign, and that's why the country is still divided, because many of these white knights and beta males still want to try to find a way to defend this female's honor and defend the honor of the white woman who has been wronged, and they hope to right that wrong in some way, shape, or form, not understanding there is no way to right this wrong because all the women went with Donald Trump, a good majority of them, and that defeats their entire argument and their purpose. And you look at all these liberal companies, they also have defeated their purpose because they're the ones still trying to defend this woman's honor instead of saying life is unfair. Because if this was Al Gore, most of these people would have moved on, but because it's a white woman, they want to try to find a way to right this wrong, avenge this female, and get those brownie points. And unfortunately, the brownie points are in the heads of most of these beta males, and they don't understand that you cannot redeem brownie points for an election that's already been finished when the election is over, and all you can do is move on. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS direct titles, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.